Years ago, the Inuit people that lived north of the Arctic Circle practiced a type of euthanasia. When people reached a certain advanced age and they couldn't work and they really became a burden to the rest of the people, they would be put on an ice floe and pushed out to drift away and starve and die. Now, when people in the outside world learned about this, they were really horrified. But think about it. The Inuit people practicing this real type of euthanasia and secular humanists today have really a same moral principle they're acting from: preserve human life, but going about it in a very different way. Hi, Alex McFarland here, and thanks for watching the TNG webcast. The question we're really after today is this question: can secularists, evolutionists, and atheists act morally? Can they act morally? Let's talk about the Inuit people for just a minute, because this principle that if resources are limited and we've got to really look after the needs of the younger, more viable members of the tribe, and they would push the older people out to die on an ice floe. If that is moral, then the secular mindset of population control, that is a moral precept they're acting from. But the precept is the same in the minds of the people, the Inuits and the secularists: preserve human life, but they're going about it in a different way. In 1925, the Scopes trial happened in Dayton, Tennessee. I've been to that courtroom where the Scopes trial took place, where William Jennings Bryan debated Clarence Darrow. And that really brought evolution and evolutionism to the forefront of the American population. And one writer said that evolution is atheism. Right now, today, atheism has really become the default worldview of so many people. One of the great popularizers of evolution in the last, say, 10 to 15 years has been Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins wrote a book, well, he's written several, but one is called River Out of Eden. And Dawkins has been just this passionate defender, not only of evolution, but really of atheism and really moral relativism. Now, Dawkins says this. He says, if the universe is as we think, without design, without purpose, then we shouldn't cry over death or disease. Dawkins says this, and this is the mindset of many as secularists: at the bottom of reality is nothing but, listen, quote, blind, pitiless indifference. That's what Dawkins says. Well, all of this worldview comes out of Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species. It's been published about 160 years ago. And Darwin taught that life doesn't really have a purpose or design. God is not the part of our past and creation. Therefore, God is not going to be the judge in our future. Everything purposely, randomly evolved. Now, Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, was deeply influenced by Darwinism, and her arguing for, controlling and really suppressing various ethnicities and lobotomies for people that were not mentally as adroit and sharp as other people. All of this grows out of this Darwinistic worldview that since things don't really have purpose or any transcendent moral value, the stronger can control the weaker. That was what Hitler thought. Hitler was operating out of an atheistic, evolutionary, Darwinistic paradigm when his final solution, quote unquote, was to exterminate the Jews, which he believed was an example of survival of the fittest. So I want to get back to the question of morality, but I want to thank you for watching the Truth for New Generation webcast. I do want to say that it is Friday, and on Fridays we give away a book, in this case my book on Proverbs, Unleashing the Wisdom of God. It's kind of a really fun little devotional book I wrote several years ago. And our winner today, Judy Lumke in San Angelo, Texas. I love Texas, by the way. Judy, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing publicly. And everybody who does share publicly is automatically entered to win the book giveaway. So Judy, send us your address. The book on Proverbs is coming your way, and we look forward to giving away a book again next week. Please share publicly, watch our YouTube channels, and we appreciate it greatly. But let me get back to this question of morality, because we're living in a time when so many people are making up their own set of morals. The question is not, will you have a moral compass from which you operate? The question is it the true moral compass written on all hearts? I was debating someone, and a lady came up who was an atheist, and she was very angry, and she said, "How dare you say that atheists can't be moral?" I said, "I didn't say you can't be moral. I'm just saying you don't have an objective basis for moral action." So it can get to be a very dark Orwellian 1984 if we don't allow back into the discussion the foundation of morals, truth, goodness, virtue, righteousness, which is God. A world without God gets pretty dark very quickly. And we've seen the bloodshed in past secularist regimes that have illustrated this. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to stand strong for truth and to let God be a part of your life, because we need God in our culture. God bless you. Thanks for watching. And as always, pray for America.